Hello, welcome to Comfy Cozy Up. So this week is more of a what am I reading, as well as I'm continuing the journaling series, and I'll talk about gadgets that I use in my journal. So I try to do too much this week. So I was reading two books, and one of the books is a romance, but this is very long. This month, guys, I think I've read 5 or 6 romance. I just haven't talked about them, which I will talk about probably my wrap up or dedicate videos to romance. I do want to do a video for the summer, and I used to do those. I remember just thinking about it, like, wait a minute, I haven't done those in probably about 2 years, but I used to do those summer series romance videos. If you've been following me for a while, you remember those. So I am going to do one of those again, but I haven't done it yet. But I do have some newer or some familiar romance author that have books that I want to read. I have a lot on my Kindle that I have not read yet. And this is how I end up picking up this particular one that's been on my Kindle for a while. And it's on the lock, and it's by the queen, the queen of slow burn, which is Mariana Zapata. And I met her back in, I believe, 2019. And I told her to her face. I told her to her face about her slow burns, but she does it in a way that you appreciate, because when you are in reading this romance novel from her, you get why the romance happened, because her books are pretty lengthy. She typically do not write short romance novel. Her romance novel are easily over 400, 500 pages, that kind of deal. And the most of the book is the chemistry, is the storyline of how their life intertwine and how they're meeting. And so when you do get to that romance, that smut part, it's a build up of many pages that you appreciate. And this is what's happening in the one that I'm reading now, which is about a woman. She's young, and life happens, things happen, and she took across the U.S. to another state to stay with her brother, because she was just down and out, no job, no nothing. And while she's there, she ended up working for his friend, who happens to be a tattoo artist. He owns his own tattoo shop. He's also, a biker community, which is where she's from in terms of her parents. So it has the biker drama thing, and it has the tattoo rough guy who is, typically gets what he wants. And here comes this young, naive girl who's just searching, finding herself, finding her voice, finding ways to cope and to live with her idea of herself, of not getting things she wants, or not even knowing what she wants out of her life. I like it. I like the drama. I have to say, the main character, the guy in this, he's a tough pill to swallow. I just can't. His aggression is a bit much for me personally. I do like aggressive men. I do like take charge men. It's, romance. I love that kind of character. But he's a bit aggressive at times, where I'm just like, hell to the no. So that part of the story, I'm like, oh God. But I do think they match. But in some ways, I would have been like, girl, run. That's just how I was thinking. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm almost done. I don't know how it's going to end, but I'm almost done, so I'm going to continue on reading this, and I'll give you my rundown at the end in my wrap-up video for the month. Now, so Caribbean book. So I had picked up a bunch of books, guys. The haul is coming soon. But I decided to pick up one just to get into it. But, Caribbean is next month. It is coming. The announcement is coming soon. Karen is back. Y'all need to check out her video, her getting trapped in Jamaica. But, me, I was like, there's no place like home, yard, for get trapped a yard. Me not like that. So, but, she back. So we will be announcing the dates and some of the plans that we have for this year Caribbean. So I hope y'all getting your books ready and all that. So for me, I want to still read out of the box that I'm typically in, which is my country, Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, Haiti, Barbados. I kind of want to get out the box of some of these. So I decided to pick up some of the Spanish and French island books in my haul. It's coming, guys. I'm just really waiting for the other books to come in, so I just do one haul and try to figure out what my TBR are going to be looking like in for next month. So I'm currently reading Revolution Sunday. This is by Wendy Guerrero, and this is a translated piece. So first that I can say, if you know me, you know I like poets who are writers. It reads that way. You can tell she's a poet. The author is actually known for her poetry, and she used that in this story of talking about the character who wrote a poetry book, and it's getting attention, but she's not sure why. There's this idea that something was fishy about her parents. They died in a car crash, but there's something about them that she's not sure. There's a lot of surveillance on her. There's a lot of things that she's getting, but is it necessarily because of her talent or something else why it's happening to her? That is what I'm getting from the story. I am not that far in. I think I'm on chapter 2, guys. So that's what I tell you, there's a lot going on. It's translated, so there is like a chapter that I had to reread to kind of get it, and I don't know if that's going to be a thing for this, because you know when translated books sometimes it doesn't translate properly. But other than that, the way it's written, it's like a flow of poetry of telling her story. She is going through like a depression moment, and really grieving and dealing with the fact that she is by herself. She has no family. It is just her, and she is in Cuba. A lot of people have left, and she is able to leave the island and come, but she always come back, and there's that whole idea why. So this is what I'm getting with this. I'm going to continue reading this. And but I'm glad I got Cuba on the map now. I don't think I have any other books that I've read that's even on my shelf that is Cuba. I have Puerto Rico, but this, as far as the Spanish country, I do not. So I'm glad this is going to be read. So I'm going to continue reading this. Hopefully I want to finish it this weekend, because it's really not that long, guys. It's literally under 200 page, just under 200 page. But I have some events I want to do this weekend. It is raining today, but tomorrow when you guys watching it, it will be hot as hell. We're talking 90 degrees, and it's going to be sunny. So I'm hoping to get to this Spring Fest event, and I will, if I go, I will vlog it for you guys, and vlog it, and I would try to read and talk about this, and maybe do another weekend vlog. So hopefully you guys check out my last weekend vlog. I'm hoping to do more of those now that the backyard is done and I can hang out there. But yeah, so let's get on to the journaling series. So I'm going to hook up my tripod for my desk, and we are going to talk about these gadgets, and I will show you how I've used them. Now, I do not have a lot of gadgets. I am one of those people who are mostly on stamps and stickers and that kind of deal. But I like these particular stamps. Here we go. So I'm going to try my best to zoom in properly, because the last video I did realize when I was editing, and a wonderful subscriber let me know that I should have been deep in more so you guys can actually see it. But because these are gadgets, I don't think I should have any problem, but we'll see. Alright, so the first one I'm going to talk about is the one that I had the longest, and that is a Canon print. Here we go. And it's a Canon printer, and this is, I love this because I have two different kind of what do you call it, the paper in there. So it's square, and I have the circle, and I use this more so in like my reading journal. I use it more so if I go to an event and I want to highlight what pictures from it into my journal. I find this is such a good, and it will last. This is not something that's going to fade over time. This will stick to it. It's just actually a photo. It's exactly what it is. It's just a miniature photo. So this you don't have to worry about, versus some of the printer that you do have to worry about that it will fade over time. You know, not a short time, but maybe over 10 years, 15 years, you might lose whatever you printed on this. But this, you won't have that issue. This is forever. So I use this, and give you an example. What I have so far set up, I haven't write my notes yet in my reading journal, so I can show you. But this is what it is so far. So these are the books, some of the romance that I've read, guys. I just haven't talked about it. But you can see how it's just nice, and I just write notes on it. I did read The Island, but I haven't put my notes yet. I have my notes in another section because I did a review on it. But this is what I will use it for in my reading journal, and it just works out really good for me, and I love it. I hope you guys can't hear that rain, but it is pouring outside, so sorry about that. But I use about 2 per paper. This way I get my, you know, cost for money on it. But I just love using it for that. I also use it in my did I use it in this one? My vintage journal. Have I used? No, I did not. No, did not use it for the vintage journal. But I use it in my regular journal, which I wouldn't show you guys because, you know, it's personal. But yeah, the next one I have is this one. It is a let's hope, yeah, is it gonna light up? Yeah, so it lights up. This one is the holy, yeah, there it goes. This is the brand in the back. And this one I have, this one is perfect for writing. If you want to write a quote, something like that, words, and you want to print it off and have it neat. I use this, if you guys watch my vision board, this is what I use for my vision board. You guys saw when I was doing it, and I use this in all the spread that I did for my what you call it, my vintage journal, so which is this journal right here. So in this journal, let's get to some of the ones that you guys seen. So let's do the Island Queen. So on the Island Queen, oh yeah, nope, I did use it. So this was this under the Island Queen. So I did use this one for the Island Queen. All right, so other than that, this is a regular printout from my regular big printer, and so the quotes and stuff I was able to get on here. So this is what I'm talking about, where I can do quotes on it and print it out. And didn't do for circle. Yeah, I did one here. So this is one here also, and this is where I use this for this. I haven't used this in a while. I need to get back because I do have some more classics and historical fiction that I've read that I haven't done. So this one I started with Jane Austen, but I haven't finished it. But yeah, this is turning into a spread show. But this is my vintage journal, guys, and I absolutely love it. I'll talk about it when I talk about notebooks. But this is fun. These two are really fun. I don't really think you need a whole lot of different, but these work for me. Now when I got this one, I just got the paper that it came with, but they have different papers now, different colors. This one doesn't have any adhesive in the back, so you have to put tape. You have to put glue on the back of it to get it to the paper. But they do have some now that have that already, so you don't have to worry about that. But it didn't bother me at all to have to put glue in the back of the paper. But it is what it is. I do have it when I print. You can print pictures with this as well. It's just an app that you have on your phone, and you just print the picture from your phone to it, and it comes out. But it only comes out in black and white on this. There are upgrades to this, because when I got this last year, I think the company now is expanding and having more things that you can use this for. It is reasonable. None of these are, I think, are super expensive. They're very affordable. You can get this everywhere. This one, we're talking Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Amazon, anywhere you can get this one. This one mainly you can get from directly from the company or Amazon. They always have sale, always. So you can always wait if you want to get the best deal for this one. But this one I think is so much fun if you are doing a whole and guys, yeah, there's a part here that's missing that you can't use, and I have no idea. I don't feel like getting up, but there's a Tweety thing here, the Tweety bird that goes here. You know, let me get it so you can see it. All right, guys, so this is the Tweety bird. Sorry, guys. So you can see it. That's what it looked like, and it needs to be on it in order to work. So that's my gadget. So yeah, so that's my gadget. I just like it. It's just fun. Is it necessary? Absolutely not. But it's just something I like to add in my journals. So but people always ask me about these two. I will link them in my description if you want to check it out. I would say if you buy this one from the company, it's going to take a while to get to you, because that's what I did, because they had an awesome sale, and me wanting to save some money, decided to order from them. It took over a month to get here, and I was so irritated with it. But then Amazon also had a sale after the fact, and I know they always have sale on there. But the company, like I said, if you don't mind waiting a while for it to ship, because it is coming from Asia, and you know there's all these shipping issue, you can order from them, because like I said, you will save a lot more money. I paid probably a fraction of what you would pay, even though Amazon is cheaper, you're still gonna pay a little bit more than, you know, getting directly from the company. But like I said, the shipping is a long time, and if you don't have the patience to wait, get it on Amazon. It's still affordable on Amazon. And then of course this you can get anywhere, and it varies between whatever department store you get it, but it's not expensive at all. They have different back, like I have the rose gold back, but they have different back. I love this. And the charging on these lasts a while. I haven't charged these in probably about a month, maybe 2 months, and they still work. If I turn them on now, they'll still work for me. It holds battery life for a long time, both of them. So yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this video here. I will get back to you guys. Their videos are coming, the Caribbean stuff are coming. I'm excited for June. I'm excited for a lot of the stuff that I want to do. There's so much events, even this weekend, just looking up the events that I want to do, and there was tons, and I just want to at least try to go to 1 or 2 events every weekend. And they're all outdoors, they're all space, they're not indoors, thank God, so I can really enjoy myself outside without worrying about being around too many people. And and they're kind of grown and sexy kind of events, so that's a plus too. Anyway, all right guys, let me know, what are you reading? Let me know if you, what's some of your favorite gadgets that you've been using, because I'm always looking to see what else is out there that can be fun to add to my journals. Let me know, and I will see you in the next one. So thanks for watching guys, and see you.